I just wanted to talk to you about some of the advantages to using renovating as a strategy for building your retirement savings. So the first one is that you can work part-time. Now you can actually pace your work according to, I guess, what your goals are and also what your expectations of yourself are. So if you want to do one project every year, one project every couple of years, that's completely up to you, and you determine how hard and how fast you work. Once you've got a project going, obviously there's no slacking off until it's done, because time is money, but then once the project's done, you can make a decision about when you choose to do another one. The other good thing is that you can make as much or more than you make in a whole year in a couple of months. And I think at one stage I worked out my hourly rate was about $500 an hour, and I think that's pretty amazing. For someone who's trained as a nurse, it's a pretty good income. It's safe when you know what you're doing. Now there's a bit of work in making sure that it's safe, so in your risk management that requires some commitment, but it's well worth it, because the last thing you want to be doing is risking what you've already accumulated, and so risk management's a very important part of the process. You can use the equity in your home, so you're not actually looking at trying to find hundreds of thousands of dollars in money to actually do the renovating. That's how we started, just accessing the equity that we already had in our family home, and then building up from there. The next benefit is that you can renovate to sell for cash. You can renovate the house you're living in, and you can just, like, that's, from a tax point of view, that's actually quite advantageous. But from a living point of view, it's a bit tricky. But you can also renovate to rent. So if you're looking at building a portfolio of properties, you can boost their income by up to, well, more than 20%. The last one, I increased the income by about, I don't know, I didn't work out the percentage, by a lot actually, with a 6-month renovation. You have a more relaxed lifestyle, so you're able to design your life according to how you want to work. Obviously, when you're managing a project, there are things that you need to do, and you need to be on site at certain times, but you can work that around the other things that are going on in your life. The other thing that I really love about renovating is it's an outlet for your creativity. If you, like me, I really love creating a beautiful home, and I love sourcing ideas, going to open inspections, going to display villages, and putting together a scrapbook or, you know, inventory of ideas, and just really building on it. Spending lots of hours on house, drinking lots of wine while I do it, but it's a lot of fun. The other thing is it's not corporate. It's definitely not corporate, actually, and for people that are over the corporate landscape, it's the ideal alternative. You're spending a lot of time outside, you're active, and it's good. There's a lot of satisfaction in having your own business and being successful, and yeah, I guess that's all I'd say about that one. And you're in control of your own destiny, so you're not dependent on someone else for your financial future. Like I'm saying it's a downside. There's a downside to it in some ways, in that you've got no one to blame but yourself. You really are taking responsibility for your own life and your own financial future, and for me, that's a big plus. And you can match your renovating to your skill level. So if you've got very sort of new skills, like you're just breaking into it, then you would start with something that was less complicated, like less complex, and just work yourself up to a level that you want to work to. Some people only ever do small apartment type renovations. Others want to do things that are bigger and more challenging. That really is completely up to you. And you can do it from home. That's a big plus. I have 4 children. They don't all live at home, but I like to have the freedom to be at home so I can be flexible with things that come up in our family. And the other thing about family is that you can involve your family in what you're doing. I think I've mentioned that our son's an architect, so where I can, I have him do our drawings. That sometimes creates some contention, but on the whole, it's a good thing. It teaches them, business skills. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is that there are just so many benefits to renovating. And if it's something that you're thinking about, I guess I really strongly suggest to you that you think about it really seriously, because it really is the dream job.